You're listening to the Journey Podcast, a ministry of Southcrest Baptist Church. We're here to know the Word, love the Word, and live the Word. Let's take a joyous journey through the Word.
What's up, guys?
Hey, you guys.
It's been so long since we filmed a podcast.
I know, it has been ages, huh?
Ages.
We had a long strip of time there where it felt like we weren't even up at the church because we had CLC.
And we did the
one, and then we did worship.
Coffee shop worship at JMB, yeah.
Yeah.
I was on stage last night at rehearsal, and I was like, I haven't been here in forever. Because I haven't been singing on Sundays, too, because I've been with 930. So I haven't been in there in a hot minute, but
yeah,
it's been good. But, man, we are at the end of the year.
Woo!
So sad.
Had our last T&G.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it was the best.
Kidding. You know that scene in SpongeBob where he's like, I lost something once? Like, just trying to make it about... Sorry.
And that was like the best night ever. And like we got to celebrate our seniors. That was so fun. So glad that we have a ministry like that's like I think that's what I love about our ministry's size is that like we could make gifts. We could pray over each individual senior, have a moment for them, and it not be like 1,200 people. You know what I mean? We could be really intentional about celebrating them. We got to celebrate you.
Yeah. Woo woo.
Your last T&G. We got to hit a little silent disco.
Oh yeah, I tore it up.
Oh, it was so fun.
Well, we're gonna treat this podcast as kind of like a end of year recap type of thing, and we're gonna talk about just some good memories we've had, and just some things and that we've noticed how the Lord has really moved this year. It's been a great year. It's been great serving alongside you, Tegan.
Oh no, get me started.
Can I say one thing? So at the end of T&G, they did this. It was really sweet, and I appreciate it a lot. They made this little video of like a bunch of people that are really important to me, just saying some kind words about me. And at the very end, Tyler's like, "Let's pray over Tate," and he starts choking up, and I'm kind of getting teary-eyed. And I put my head down. We're like, our whole team's up on stage, and I just hear. I feel Tegan's little teardrop hit my shoe, and I just gave her a little tap on the back.
Oh, no.
And I was like, man, I didn't know I meant this. No, I'm just kidding. But it was just really funny. I was like,
you did.
And she was like, anyways, Tegan, let's start off with, man, what's your favorite memory of this year? What's one that sticks out to you? Or a couple.
Okay, yes, thank you. I'm going to do a group of memories. I think this year, I'm about to get upset, I think. Not upset, just a little bit emo. It's just been there wasn't a whole lot of highs and lows. Like, it was a consistent good, you know? And I just think about, like there were moments this year where we've all said it was like, these are the times we're going to look back on and like cherish because it like we would be sitting in the backyard of Marzi's house on the porch, the fan whirling, and we were all just like enjoying the backyard, like with Marzi hosting us and loving us, playing card games. And it's like, that's so fun. You know what I mean? I'm like, that gets to be like, that's what we wanted this year to look like. And I think of like the movie nights that we got to have and just, I just loved this whole year so much. It's just been so, good. And like, I can't pick one. It's just like all of it. We just created a community, a different sense of community this year, I feel like, than we've had.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll have to agree. Like, there's not one specific one that really jumps out to me, but really, my favorite aspects have been stuff outside of T&G. It's been the Grace campuses. It's been the Passion Trip. It's been Fall Retreat. It's been Beach Reach. It's been all these things where you get outside the church's walls and it doesn't feel like you're playing church.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like, man, I genuinely love being around these people and doing life with these people. And I think that's been my favorite part of this year is just like you said, that consistency. It's not just like everyone's close on a TNG because we're all like in proximity to each other. We all genuinely enjoy being around each other. And I
Yeah.
think that's what's so cool about it. And like you said, like I feel like that is just something that we really, 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 really prayed for big
Yeah.
going into this year. Is just the atmosphere and the community aspect. Like we wanted that to be the highlight, and I feel like I can confidently say that
He delivered.
he delivered.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a little bit, about some like answered prayers and what we're kind of. So this is your first year as resident.
Yeah.
Like, what were kind of your expectations going into it, and what were some of your biggest prayers behind the scene, and how the Lord would move this year, and like, how did He?
Yeah.
You know?
I coming on the staff because I came on last May, early May, and so we had the entire summer to just pray, and we started like certain things, certain dynamics in the summer, and we had a different team coming in to this school year than we did last year, completely different, almost brand new. And I think one of my biggest things that like me as a resident was like the leadership team, specifically the girls. And my prayer was like that we would like challenge each other, that we would become so close that it was like our friendship and the way that we called each other higher, the way that we were vulnerable with each other, the way that we just like supported one another, showed up for each other, would flow into the rest of the journey. Like it would start with our leadership team. And I think that did. Our leadership team showed up and bought in and never complained about what we asked them to do, never complained that we wanted to do something 5 days a week because they wanted to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so like our prayer or our prayer.
Yeah,
that was something we were very passionate about, is creating an atmosphere that was welcoming and vulnerable and like that people wanted to be there for.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like tenfold. I look back at all the things that we did, and it was like we did 20 times more stuff than we did last year. And they showed up for everything because we wanted to be there. You know, like we had a ministry that like people were so bought in that they wanted to be here. And that is like the biggest answered prayer, that He brought people that were on fire for Him, and that flowed into being on fire for loving His people. And that, I think, was the fingerprint over this entire school year, was just that sense of community and just being bought in for Him, you know?
Yeah, I think kind of coming off of last school year, I just think with just a bunch of different factors, I think, man, a lot of people were burnt out, myself included.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people could feel that, and I didn't want that to kind of continue into this year. And that was my biggest prayer for a while, is that, you know, in it being my last year, you know, like very easily you can get burnt out and just saying, oh, I can see the finish line, so I'm just kind of gonna go hands off, you know. And yeah, that totally wasn't the case. I feel like we were, like you said, like we did 20 times as much stuff this year, but it doesn't feel like it we did.
Right.
Like it doesn't feel like I'm mentally or spiritually tasked from doing all that stuff, you know. Man, I was really, really wanting my last year just to be all about community. And yeah, we prayed that all summer, prayed that throughout the whole year. And it was really good because, like you said, we kind of had the really cool opportunity to just kind of start fresh.
Yeah.
And so I think that was really helpful in helping create that. And just, yeah, he was evident in the way that he was moving in our members' hearts and in our hearts. And then through that, man, it just created a love for him.
And like, I think it's just so fascinating because like when we were praying about that, when we had our first meeting at Sugar Grounds,
which feels like forever
8
ago.
years ago.
Oh my gosh.
We were like, this is what I feel like. This is what we're passionate about. This is what like we feel like the Lord has
we laid it on the
given
table.
us,
Yeah.
a task to go try and commit.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I just think of all the people that he sent our way that like have continuously like lifted our hearts to where it like
Mhm.
it was evident that it was not us that was doing the work. You know what I mean? It was fully him. And I'm like, I think of Peyton. He mysteriously, not mysteriously, just out of nowhere brought Peyton into our ministry. And Peyton has been such a blessing. I think of Kaden. Like she like didn't come last year but started coming this year, and she has been the most genuine, sincere person of all time. I think of Taylor Watt. I'm like, she is a little fishy, and she has been such an encouragement to me this year, and that's just to name a few. I'm like, the people that he brought us, I feel like selfishly, I'm like, I know it wasn't for me, but thank you that it's like
Mhm.
it has done me so good.
Yeah.
Like these people have just loved me so well, and I'm like, he's used them to encourage me in kind of that endurance mindset of like not getting tired. I can't get tired when these people are filling me up.
Exactly.
You
And
know?
I think too with just kind of how most of the college ministries look in Lubbock, we've got some pretty big ones.
Yeah.
We've got some that are averaging 1,000 plus
Yeah.
every college gathering that they have,
And that is awesome.
and that's awesome. And that's a very easy thing to fall into, is comparing the journey to everyone else. But I can confidently say, and I'll die on this hill, that I'd rather have the Peytons, the Taylors, the Cadens, and have five to 10 new people every year than be averaging that many people like that. Like
Yeah.
whenever God brings these kinds of people into our ministry, and it helps like bind everything together.
Yeah.
Like they have
Like, what were we doing without them?
exactly. I'm like, where were y'all your freshman year? Like,
Yeah.
golly. And so I think that that's what's so cool is like, yes, we are one of the smaller ministries, but I wouldn't change it for the world. It's like I can go in and know everyone's name, and everyone just genuinely care to be around of each other.
And I think that's one thing, like, about our ministry, in that we got to kind of witness as like kind of being able to orchestrate and plan things, is like we got to be so, because of our size, so intentional with how we did things. Like we got to make dinner, we got to, for our people, we get to like send in our group me that we're going to do stuff, and it's like we can do that on a whirl because we don't have thousands of people. Like we can do stuff, just like daily stuff, and people come and hang out because we do average 50 people. And I'm like, we do know everybody's stories, we do know everybody's name. Like we do get to celebrate with gift baskets and get people drinks, and like that's what we get to do that because of our size. And I just think that's like been one of the biggest things for me, I guess, is that like when you can be intentional like with how you do things within our ministry, like do them, you know? And I think we got to see that a lot this year. So
Yeah, that's good. Kind of transition in. Like what throughout this year, Tegan, for you personally, what do you think has been like the biggest lesson that the Lord has taught you?
I talked about this at chat groups with some of the girls a couple weeks ago. In Psalm 3:3 says, "But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high." I've also seen other translations that say like, "You are the lifter of my head." And for some reason, that that verse just kept on being brought to the front of my mind. I was like, why what's going on? And it was every time like I would get distracted by the details. Every time I got a little tired, every time I was a little bit quick-witted or like quick to frustration, he always kind of brought Psalm 3:3. Like it is like, you are the lifter of my head. Like he is faithful to bring me out of my shame. He is faithful to redirect my focus on him, on what matters, on his heart, on his people. He was faithful to sustain my energy when I was when all I wanted to do was lay down in bed. He just carried me through this year. And it was all him. I think that's something that he's kind of really tried to show me, because I think it's really easy when I'm the one that's planning the details to think that it's my doing, and it's just not. Everything good that's in me is him. Everything good that's coming out of this ministry is him. And I'm like, even when I'm the one that's the bad thing, I'm like, he is faithful to turn me back to him. He lifts my head to focus on him, out of my shame, out of my tiredness, out of my frustration. And it's like he initiates that, even when I don't want it, even when I'm the one that's not faithful. And I'm like, praise God that it's not on us. We get to kind of do things, but it's like he is the one that is fully in charge of this ministry.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's been the coolest thing that he's taught me this school year, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's good. This whole year has been a roller coaster of emotions, dealing with just how awesome it was, but then the realization of, oh, it's my last year. And so I think mentally this year I have had a little more struggle than I'm used to. And so I think, and you can probably attest to this year, like you said, I think I could be quick to frustration and get caught up in the details, and just because there was a bunch of stuff going on behind the scenes and in my head. And I think the biggest lesson is that no matter how I'm feeling, no matter what's been frustrating me, no matter what's really going on, his character is the same. He's still the loving and compassionate God of the universe that like you said is in charge of this ministry. And why would I try and limit him in that way based on how I'm feeling,
Yeah.
how can I even think that I, as Tate Mathis, can limit him? And so I think that his faithfulness and his consistency in his character has been the biggest lesson that I've learned. It's the times where I just want to just scream at him and be mad at him. I'm just well, the second I'm about to do it, I'm like, oh wait, you're still the same. You haven't changed. I'm the one that has changed. And almost kind of going off to your verse, the part about lifting my head, it's I'll get focused on something else and then try and talk to him, and he turns my head, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. Reminds him of his character.
Yeah, and he clocks me a little bit. But it reminded me of Psalm 111. And it's, and the little subtitle is Praise for the Lord's Works. It says, Hallelujah, I will praise the Lord with all my heart in the assembly of the upright. The Lord's works are great, studied by all who delight in him. All that he does is splendid and majestic. His righteousness endures forever. He has caused his wondrous works to be remembered. The Lord is gracious and compassionate. He provided food for those who fear him. He remembers his covenant forever. Sometimes I think that, man, I can get down in the dumps and be so focused on the details, like I said, that I forget his character almost in a way. I'll never truly forget how compassionate, maybe blinded's probably a better word to use. And so I've learned this year that whenever those blinders come on, to recognize that, and number one, speak truth over myself, that, and even though I'm feeling sad right now, even though I'm feeling frustrated right now, God is still good. He's still going to work. He's still going to provide in areas that we need provision. And I think that's just been so cool, is just to see his faithfulness this year, that in times where maybe we're man, we've put in all this hard work in this time, and we felt that at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We go all summer with RROs and summer Bible studies and just waiting till the school year to see if did we reap the harvest, of all the hard work that we've done. And guess what? We did.
Yeah.
In the beginning, maybe it didn't feel like that, but sitting back on it now, man, I wouldn't change a thing. It's just he's so faithful to come through on his end, and we're so quick to just oh, we've given you a few short months, God, and based off that first month of the school year, man, I guess the one time in history you failed. And then we're sitting here, and I'm just like, the things that are just being brought to my head are just all the many different ways that he has just moved this year.
Yeah.
It's just been so cool to see.
I'm like, and it's so cool. I'm like, I want to see if I could, which not gonna happen. But like, I would love to see all the ways that he moved this, like, despite us, or like despite like, like when we ran out of sandwiches, despite when
we thought it was the end of the world. Oh my gosh, people are there.
Darn it. Or despite when our bumper reel didn't play because we were having technological difficulties. Or like despite like an awkward interaction, or us being quick to being frustrated and not being present. I'm like, he still used our ministry. You know what I mean? I'm like, he's faithful even when we, like, through our mistakes. I'm just like, I'm looking back through this school year, and I'm like, I am mistake after mistake, but he did something with it, and I just, I'm thankful, you know. That's who he is. Oh, he's so good. Oh, my word. And I'm getting a little emo, so leave me alone. I don't know. He's just provided. It's just evident, you know. That he loves us, that he cares for us, also that he's in control. It's cool that that's who he is.
It's good. Well, guys, and it's been such a fun year. We've enjoyed every single bit of it. I'm on my way out, but Tegan's got another year in her.
Woo!
So I'm so excited for what the journey's gonna look like next year, and just I can't wait to hear all the stories and such, and just see what next year maybe your lesson will be different from the Lord. And so that's so cool. Well, guys, as we leave today, live in the uncomfortable, ask good questions so that we learn to trust the Bible and learn to love God more. You are sent.